Yes, people, this is your girl Aleisha Lee, and welcome back to another episode of Motivational Lee. On this week's episode, as we continue our 48 Laws of Power series, we look at Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you are kept up to date each and every time I upload. And without further ado, let's get into this. This law states, humans are creatures of habit with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people and actions. See, now, you giving people that sense of control by being predictable and by just allowing them to see what your next move will be, it gives people this sense of control. You're actually giving away your power by just being so robotic in what you do. Now, when you switch things up a bit and you become a bit more unpredictable, that throws people off. Why? Because they're expecting you to do a certain thing and you've just surprised them by doing the complete opposite. And that is how you retain your power. You'll see that the tables start to turn when you become a bit more unpredictable, and when you're deliberately being unpredictable, it puts people in that suspended terror, and that does cultivate the air of unpredictability that this law is talking about. It gives people this feeling where they're not completely secure because they can't predict what your next move is. It's like that meme that was going around a few months back. There was a few memes where people were doing random moves, things that you didn't even expect them to do. And that meme was to portray this same message that keep them guessing, don't let them know what your next move is. That is basically how you keep your power. You don't let people get too familiar with you to the point that they know your next move. No, you've got to switch things up. When they think you're going to go left, you go right. When they think you're going to go right, you go left. And it's so funny as well. I watched a video the other day, Hold Tight, the Corridor Crew. If you guys are into special effects, if you're into movies, how they're made, the behind the scenes of how these kind of films and special effects get created, make sure you check out Corridor Crew. It's funny because the video that I was watching this week, it was basically a video of them playing about with AI and creating their own AI anime. I'll leave a link down below for you to watch that video and leave a comment once you've watched that if you get exactly what I mean. The animation shows a simple game of rock, paper, scissors, but again, this will give you a bit more context in terms of you have to keep people guessing. People think that they know you, but then that's when you come out with something completely different, completely left field, and that keeps them off their guard. So that's how you retain the power. When people see behavior that doesn't have much consistency, it does keep them off balance. They don't know what to do with you, where to place you, where to put you, how to deal with you. And it puts them in a position where they will wear themselves out trying to figure out your moves. In fact, they'll just probably think, you know what, that's how they are. And they won't mess with you in that sense again. So it's all about putting yourself in a position where you're not the predictable one. You're the one that they don't know what your next move is going to be. One day you could be here, the next day you're over there. That's the kind of power that you have. And it puts others in a position where they don't know how to deal with you. You're not giving them the predictable moves that they would expect from people. You're actually putting them in a position where they have to kind of fall back and think, you know what, I don't have the energy for this to try and figure out what this person's going to do. That's just who they are. And that's how you keep your power. But yes, people, that is it for this video. I hope that has given you a brief summary of Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. In next week's video, we will be looking at Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. So yes, we'll be getting into that one next week. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share with your people them, let them know what we've got going on over here as we are covering the 48 laws of power, getting into it and finding out how these laws work in our everyday lives. I hope you have a great week. Make sure you stay blessed and look out for more content coming on this channel, as well as motivationally. We've got a lot more coming, so make sure you subscribe, let everybody know what we've got going on over here. Make sure you enjoy, have a great week, and yeah, I'll catch you in my next video. Done now. Boy.
Running.